I notice you are looking down and looking side to side as I speak to you. Do I have something in my face, or you are avoiding looking at me? Um,
No.
I
Uh,
mean, you're not interested in what I'm saying? I'm trying not to feel offended by it, but your action, I feel like you're not listening to me. Am I right?
no, will be. I'll be listening. I'll be listening to you and interested in what you are saying. But my thing is, in our culture, eye contact is not a sign of disrespectful.
Okay, I understand.
Hey, will be. I just found out my grandmother has been diagnosed of a brain, okay, brain cancer, and she's not that old, and she also is the glue of our family. I don't know what to do.
Wait, wait. You are telling me your grandmother has less than 2 months to live due to cancer?
Yes, will be. It's not just fair. It's not fair at all. How could something that bad happen to a lady? She's so good to us.
Man, I can understand why this make you feel so sad. Um, I can also remember when I lost my grandmother a couple of years ago.
Oh, this is not really fair.
Wow, this is terrible.
Will be. What am I going to do? I know I'm going to have to leave to school from drop out of school and then take care of her.
Have I heard you correctly? I'm not sure I follow.
Yes, I will stop going to school, so I will be with her.
Perhaps we can put our heads together and come up with a plan. Just remember, I'm always going to be here for you, okay? I don't know what got into my wife lately. Suddenly, all she has been talking about is how badly she wants to adopt a child. I mean, this is supposed to be our time to enjoy ourselves since our two daughters are in college. This is the time I've been waiting for ever since the girls were babies. And now she wants to adopt a child? This is crazy. Honestly, I don't see myself raising another child. Position one, I'm right, she's wrong. We worked so hard to raise our two daughters, and I'm so happy that they are in college and no longer live with us. This is supposed to be our time to travel the world, explore, and do things we always dreamed of. With an adopted child, we won't be able to do these things. It's time for us to enjoy each other. And with an adopted child, this won't be possible. Position two, she's right, I'm wrong. Well, I can understand where she's coming from. After all, we're still young, and our motto is always to give back. Adopting a child would be a great chance to help someone in need, and I believe you can't go wrong when helping a child. Also, I am looking forward to adopt a boy. It would be my chance to raise a young man and teach him all my athletic skills. I can also teach him all the values of life the same way I was taught by my father. Position three, both of us are right, or both of us are wrong. I'm right due to the fact we raise our daughters and deserve to have a house children free. I'm also right because it is time for us to travel the world and not to worry about raising another child. She's right about the fact we're young and adopting is a chance to give back. She's also right about all the joy that I will have playing sport with my adopted son. Position 4. The issue isn't important. After thinking about it, hmm, I realized fighting over adopting a child is not important at all. What's important is our happiness and keeping our marriage strong. Our love for one another is way more important than this argument. As long as we continue loving one another, we will conquer any obstacle that's standing in our way. Position 5. There is truth in all perspective. Before using the pillow method to think through all sides of this issue, I was focused on getting things my way. Adopting a child was something I did not want to hear. Now I realize whether we adopt or not, the most important thing is our well-being, helping others, and keeping a happy marriage.
Wilby, are you going to wear this for the job party?
Yes. I mean, do you like it?
Honestly, it make you look unprofessional, childish, and not to mention ragged. This attire is inappropriate for this type of function.
So you were saying this type of party requires formal wear, so a t-shirt won't be right?
Yes,
So what do you think I should wear? A suit and a tie? Or slack with a button-down shirt?
I think a suit should be better. Would be better.
Okay. So why don't you want me to wear a t-shirt to the party? After all, it's only a Christmas party.
You know, last year, oh,
Last week.
last week at the meeting, the boss asked everyone to attend the party dressed up because the CEO will be there.
Okay. So is there anything else I need to know about my attire for tonight's party?
No, just make sure you look good and wear a suit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ever since my two daughters have been gone away to college, it's only my wife and I living in the house. Since the driveway of our new house has limited space, blocking one another's car is a constant thing. Personally, I don't mind moving her car when it's blocking my car. My problem is when I can't find her car key to move it. It has been over a year now, and I constantly told her, leave her car keys in the kitchen drawer after coming in the house. She seems not to follow this rule, and I find myself constantly having to look for her car keys all over the house to move her car when it's blocking mine. So right now I'm making a date with my wife so we could discuss this. Listen, honey, we need to talk about this key thing. Since you get home late from work every day and you're usually tired, talking about this now is not a good idea. Since we go to church on Sundays and usually go to a restaurant, what do you say we talk about it while we're eating?
Sure, honey.
Well, okay. Honey, every time I'm leaving out the house, your car blocks my car. I can never find a key to your car to move it, even though I've told you many times to leave your car keys in the drawer for easy access. I figure since I leave my car keys in the drawer, that you do the same, knowing that we need to move each other's car almost every day. I get annoyed when I cannot find your car keys. At times, I get to class late due to the fact I can't find your keys and I have to look all over for them. I want to know if you are purposely taking your keys upstairs and to let you know how much that annoys me.
So you are saying if my keys in the kitchen drawer, in the Oh Lord, can you stop this?
No, you got a kitchen drawer.
Okay, so you are saying if I put my keys in the kitchen drawer, you won't be annoyed and that you will give me more time just in case you have to move my car?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Listen, honey, I I keep my my keys in my room by my bedside, so I won't lose them. I fig I figure I figure some since since I help you look for them, it is not a big deal. I'm upset. You won't let me put my keys where I want. I want to know if
I get stressed.
I get stressed out every time you come in the room looking for these keys. I want to know if you are going to keep on stressing this issue and to let you know that you are making this more than it is.
Well, so you feel like you should be able to put your keys wherever you want, and by me coming into the room to look for them stresses you out?
Yes.
Well, we need to work out a plan.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Well, both of us have cars that needs to be moved from time to time, right?
And both both of us don't want to turn this into a de-escalatory conflict spiral.
Well, we both can agree on those two things. Let's find a solution. What about
What?
what about knowing each other's daily schedule?
What about if you remind me who to, who to put your keys in the kitchen drawer?
Well, I mean that's a good idea, but what about giving me an extra key to your car?
Those are good ideas.
Well, the advantage of by knowing each other's daily schedule will help whoever leaves the house first in the morning. But the problem is knowing each other's schedule won't probably make a difference because your work schedule constantly changes.
I agree. However, reminding me will reassure me that my car key will be in the drawer and you can access it. But the problem is, if you don't remind me, there is there is a possibility I may forget.
Well, by me having an extra key to your car means I can move it without asking you. And I won't need to come to the room looking for them. Not to mention, it will save me time. But the only problem, if I ever lose my keys, there's a chance I may lose yours because they are in the same keychain.
To tell you the truth, I like this idea of you having an extra key to my car. It is the best idea out of the three.
So you are agreeing to give me an extra key to your car?
Of course, honey.
Thank you. Well, after our trial period was over, my partner and I met 6 weeks later at the same restaurant to evaluate our agreement. We were both satisfied with the outcome. I was no longer looking for her car keys, and she was no longer aggravated the fact I was coming to the room looking for the keys.